This is in the old Live Arts space. And what we're going to do is see how a play evolves. And we're going to work our way through this. This is the first day. This is Sunday, and they're going to have a reading Thursday. So we got a couple days to see how the script changes, how the movement of the play changes, and we'll meet some of the people involved and see what their thoughts are on this process. The original play has been written, and it will be changed, and that's part of what I want to see, how much change, how the change is taken, and all that. So we'll just jump right into it. This is the flyer that you'll see around town in the next couple of days. So as they block out the scene and figure out the dialogue, this is the script. And it runs about 115, 118 pages. And this is what they change and add to. This is what they use to work out the timing. And we'll just see how this survives.
My name is Erle Bjornstad. I have written this play called Two Old Trolls, a Love Story. And it's about two neighbors. They're both widowers. He is a widower for 4 years. She lost her husband 5 months ago. And he's close to 80, she's 75. And I am in this, we're doing a staged reading of this play, basically to help me as the writer to see what needs to be rewritten and what's sort of superfluous, too much, too little, sometimes as well. And I'm reading Vivian, who is the 75-year-old. We had started reading this a couple of weeks ago, just sitting around the table. And there were some obvious things which needed to be rewritten, and I could hear it myself. But there were certain things I was very stubborn about not wanting to change. But then when we started moving and I was acting, it became clear to me that it really did need to go, and it needed to be clear, because then I, as the actress, had to sort of make sense of it action-wise. You know, what is she going for? What does she want? So that was helpful for me in order to really focus in on what Vivian wants in this play. But it's an interesting process, because on one hand, I have to defend Vivian, but I also really have to defend my vision as the writer. So it's been a little bit tough, hard, but fun.
I have a question.
Yeah?
The director was not here today.
Right.
Was she in on the previous revisions?
Yes. Director Bumi Peterson, who actually runs the Playwrights and Screenwriters Initiative of Virginia, has been extremely helpful. She and her mom, who is 75 years old, I think, but she would not like for me to say that, because she does not want us to know how old she is, so I have no idea, actually. Shh, forget about that age. But they have been extremely helpful, and they're very intuitive, and they're wonderful. And there are times, though they're not always right. I don't agree with everything they say. And then I put my foot down and I said, nope, this is staying. I need to get feedback from an audience before I take this out, because I think it's good. So we'll see. You know, we're doing the reading on this Thursday at 8 p.m. And then, you know, I'll get more of a feel of what works and what does not work. And what's interesting is, what I'm really looking forward to is that as an actor on stage, you really you feel the energy, so you know when you lose them, and you know when they're back in with you. So it's going to be interesting.
So Thursday, the 30th of August.
Right.
What time? And
8 p.m. Here, in the space here.
where? This is the old.
The old Live Arts, yes. I think that's how it, I think Live Arts, they were here for quite some time, I believe. Now, earlier I had said to you that this was an interesting process for me because in the past, when I've written several plays and screenplays, but I would sort of get an idea and plan it out, and then I would free associate within the framework I had planned out. But this time, this idea about these two old people, what it means to be really old today, since we really aren't old. And baby boomers, as we all know, we are hanging in there. We do not consider ourselves old. So this just sort of came about just after an argument with a friend of mine, actually. So I didn't plan this, and I to amuse myself, I just said, I'm just going to write this. So I did. The result of that was that I found some interesting things I don't think I would have found the other way. But I also was going on and on a lot, too much. So to have somebody from the outside say, you don't need to say this again, has been very helpful.
My name is Reed Arnold. I am playing Steve in this workshop production of Two Old Trolls. I come from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. And I did a little bit of acting at college, sort of towards my later years. A lot of student-run productions and a few in the UVA drama department. And I finally caught the bug and decided I wanted to chase it professionally, so I'm headed out to LA here in the next few weeks to see if I can make that goal come true, but we'll see how that goes. What's been neat about this process is that you're really part of kind of the creative thinking, the forming of the play, which is unusual. Usually as an actor you get a script and you memorize the lines and you go, but here you get to interact with the playwright. You get to learn with them, craft characters with them. They're right there with you. And I think as someone who dabbles in writing, that would be immensely useful. I think what's been neat about this process as an actor is that you're really involved in kind of the creative formation of a play, which is very unusual. Obviously, as an actor, you get a completed script. It's not really going to change, and you memorize your lines and you go with it. But here, you're working right with the playwright. The lines are changing. You kind of craft the character with them. It's a really unique opportunity, both for an actor and as someone who dabbles in writing. I think it would be very useful for a playwright as well, to get to, again, craft the plays while it's also sort of being staged. The biggest thing about writing a play is that you don't get to hear the words until they're actually read. And so to have it going on where you read and then change and then read and then change has to be useful for a playwright. And then for an actor, it's really interesting because I'm used to, getting the words memorized and then fleshing them out and performing, but here the words are always changing. I like to usually, there are certain words and certain phrases that you like to cling to. You can't cling to them because they're going to be gone the next day. So you really have to stay on your feet. It's a pretty good acting exercise as well. And so I think it's been a pretty neat thing to be a part of here with VPSI, and I think it's a good opportunity for any playwright or any actor to be a part of. So that's my point of view on this. Thanks.
So this is where the dialogue, they try to match it with the action and how the flow of the story works, the position of the actors and actresses. And you'll see them making changes as they go through. He is the middle actor has the mic, so we'll pick up some of the other audio as well.
To get tree climbing gear.
Yeah, you've got to be prepared.
Let's forget about last night. We were.
Well, it was my fault. I just don't drink like. Can that be?
I guess you should open it.
Yeah.
Oh, do I speak first now?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Excuse me, can I use your phone?
Who are you?
My name is Steve. Can I use your phone, please?
You forgot your cell
I
phone?
don't have a cell phone.
You don't have a cell phone. That's original. You have any weapons?
Come on, man. This is an emergency.
So, who are you calling, Steve?
Covenant House in the city, man. I have to get back there.
Is that a place for runaway kids?
Who is it?
Some kid wants to use the phone.
Let him sit down and give him some water.
Thank you.
So who was it you wanted to call?
Covenant House. Let's get back there.
Hold on. Okay. So how did you get out here?
I hitched a ride with some people.
People?
We went to a party out here.
And where are your people now?
I don't know. When I woke up, they were gone.
And where did you wake up?
No, Vivian says it. It's all Vivian.
Oh, that okay. So we're right. Yep. All right. Let me make that change.
Okay.
I don't know. When I woke up, they were gone.
And where did you wake up?
I don't know. A basement somewhere. Some woman was young, but I needed to get the hell out.
So you came to my house?
Oh man, I was headed for the train station. Then I realized that they took my money. My friend said it would be easy. He said he dealt with them, he dealt to them before. I gotta be such an idiot.
You were supplying them with drugs? Huh. Perhaps you broke a dealer's first rule. Never get high yourself.
Mistake, man. It was stupid. I needed the money. Shit, what am I gonna do? $500, that's all I had. Bastard rich kids, I should have known.
Cleaned you out, huh? Good. Serves you right, young man.
It's not good. I owe Cameron a cut. He's not gonna like this. I have to take
Oh,
Do you have some paper? Give me a paper towel.
Jesus.
Do you have some hydrogen peroxide? Just remember.
All right,
just
so
go
we're
out.
going. It's going to be
Go
directly
out.
to there.
It'll be gone.
All right, so let me mark. Look.
You will come back and go.
Let me mark that change.
A little Band-Aid and you're as good as new. See? See? And then it's blackout.
Okay, down.
And then, right. Okay, so you just lie there and I'll get you something so
I'm fine.
you're fine?
I'm fine.
Okay, so what happens now is, it's a couple hours later. He's sitting here watching me. I'm out buying some donuts. He's sitting Oh, and I'm saying, when I come back in, I say, I'm carrying the bag of donuts. And I say, I brought you your favorite whole wheats. And I put them down. And then I go on, is he still out?
Okay.
So this is where the dialogue, they try to match it with the action and how the flow of the story works, the position of the actors and actresses. And you'll see them making changes as they go through.
You didn't even hear what you said. Only listen to the disdain in your voice.
It's so Miss Know-It-All. If you felt so strongly about my horrible way of raising my own son, why didn't you say something then? Why did you wait till now when it's all water under the bridge? Why? Huh? Are you afraid of insulting the handsome CBS exec in the Brooks Brothers shirts?
I tried, you conceited narcissist. But you would just rant on about the importance of discipline and follow through and that nothing is for free in this world.
So?
Couldn't you just once in a while have given him a hug and told him that you loved him?
Now, perhaps I did. Maybe you weren't around 24/7 to see it when it did happen.
Well, according to Elizabeth, it never happened.
You women are all alike, always seeing things from an emotional point of view.
Oh, what a cop-out. The whole neighborhood thought you were too hard on him.
Oh, really? So you all got together and discussed what a terrible father I was.
You are ridiculous.
Do you think I would have gotten as far as I did if I didn't have discipline and work myself to the bone? No, and nobody else had a pool on this block. Yeah, you remember all the evenings I'd come home to you? Philip and... all right. Remember all the evenings I'd come home, you and Philip and Elizabeth would be sitting around the pool, drinking wine while the kids were splashing about?
Yes, we were just keeping her company while you were working late with your secretary.
Where do you get off?
Hey, cool it. Calm down, man. God, you people are crazy.
Yeah, that has to be really the chopper then.
Yep. Where do you get off?
Cool it, man. Calm down. You people are crazy. Why am I still here?
You fell asleep. We didn't want to wake you. How is your head?
That's okay, but now you two are really upsetting the chi in here.
The chi?
You wanted to call the Covenant House?
Yes, thanks.
Rather than try to figure it now, do we just want to kind of mark that as...
We could also take a break there. You know, we could look at each other because we're still angry. But I don't know if we need to say anything.
Why don't you, just something to do, maybe I wake up earlier in your fight and you have some dialogue more about Aaron. Right, the dialogue, you knew that dialogue about Aaron and raising in the pool and all that, maybe you move that back here. I don't know.
No, no, that's over, I think.
Okay.
But I'll come up with, maybe a couple of lines about it. But, because we're still kind of fighting here. But anyway, so I'll come up with something. And I can take, it's like, especially if you are there, I can really not go so close. I can do one of these things. You know what I mean? So I can take my time to get to my purse. Mm-hmm. And you can totally. Because I'm thinking you want
well,
me to
you've
leave.
created some business for yourself there, in...
Right. Are you maybe you're drinking. Could you be drinking? Have another scotch?
Yeah.
That would make sense. Mm-hmm. Okay. So you're over there, and then you see me picking up the bag.
Then maybe cross to the bar at this point.
Okay.
Rise. Okay. If I'm placed straight plainly, you must be that's I'll make a salad. So I just remain in that in the bar area.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Now, are we solid on this? Do you want to do it again?
I'm fine with
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
fine
so let's
with
just
it.
go on.
Okay, we're in unblocked territory now.
Unblocked territory.
Yeah.
Right.
Train only leaves on the hour.
Don't bother, I'll be okay.
Look, why don't you stay over and take the train in the morning?
Here? Harold? We don't really know Steve.
How dangerous can he be?
He probably is a drug addict, and he will turn into an axe murderer when you turn out the lights.
Would you like to stay, Steve?
It's probably too much trouble.
Stay in my son's room.
You are serious? I don't know if this is a good idea, Harold. He might not be a killer, but he probably is a thief, right?
I have stolen things, but only to get by, food and stuff.
See? This is asking for it. We might be bored and questioning the meaning of life, but we are not suicidal.
Why don't you let me decide this, Vivian? It's my house, after all. You can go home and find me dead and robbed blind in the morning if you like.
I am not leaving this house if Steve is staying.
Suit yourself.
Is there a lock on his door? I mean, can we lock him in?
What if he's going to go to the bathroom?
I'll lend him my cell phone.
Oh, another line's cut.
I'm not planning to murder you.
Yeah, sorry, this has been cut.
Oh.
I'm not planning to murder you.
Oh, well, that's what they all say. The number is on the speed dial.
Thanks.
Well, will you wake up?
I don't know. I sleep pretty soundly.
And loudly, too.
Didn't tell me I snored. Is that why you left?
Right, went home.
Is that why you went home?
No, not at all. Well, maybe a little.
Should have just kicked me.
I'll kick you now. I'll hear the phone.
So, we're okay?
Are you talking to me?
I don't know.
You could use a shower, Steve.
I'll get you a towel.
Do you have any sleeping pills?
Never use them. I've asked Rick why.
If we drugged Steve, we would be safe.
Don't be scared, you lady. I'll protect you.
I don't usually get high with old people.
Really? You don't know what you've been missing. 80 is the new cool.
All right, so where's my re-entrance here?
Let me see.
Here's a towel?
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah, just bring him. You don't have to say
yeah,
anything.
but I'm saying never use a restroom. Should I be re-entering on?
I believe if when
I think
we-
we need some sort of business. Something's got to be going on. Because otherwise we're standing talking like we are now.
Yeah, but if we're saying what it's fast, you know, it's. I'd like to try it once more because I sort of liked that we were here and then we spread out again.
I think rather than just have this conversation about him with I'm standing right here,
Yeah.
you know, you may want to pull me aside and say, do you think this is good? You know, and we can still speak loud enough.
Yeah, so he
But,
hears it.
Yeah, it's one of these things of...
Okay. We can try it. Why don't we try
At
it?
least break that up.
Yeah, okay.
And
Let's try it.
we're not doing a very good job of talking
Right.
confidentially. We can't hear.
Right.
I think just speak
Okay.
with him.
All right.
Say,
Okay.
hey, he might murder you.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so we are...
In fact, to bring him back into it, when you pull me away,
Right, Steve? I mean, I do say it to him, but he's probably a thief, right? To Steve?
if you say it to me, if you pull me over, you know, I can always turn. Are you a thief, Steve?
No, I mean, well, yeah. You know, I say, right, he's probably a thief, right? But he's probably, you know, I say it to
All
him.
right, where are we here? It's going to take it to the train. Okay, ma'am. Skinny. Probably needs some sports to strengthen him.
You know, this is pretty exciting. I never thought you had it in you, being such a sourpuss all these years.
This is a one-time event. Tomorrow I'll return to my grumpy old self. So, where do you want to sleep? All right, so
What?
if I go here, then you'd want to probably counter.
Yeah, I can, you know, head over here maybe. Huh.
Yeah, so,
Or I might also like clean a little bit, you know. Because we had breakfast. I mean, we had dinner.
there you go.
Yeah. Clean. Hold on. Grab yourself clean.
You want to sleep? Guest room?
Is there a phone in there?
No. Only in my room. Tonight, we'll just be sleeping, okay?
Okay. Lights out.
Okay.